saddens me, but a lot of clients sometimes, they understand their core business really well. They just don't understand marketing. So they come to us and we're like, okay, you know, we can actually build you the profile. We can build you the brand story. If I want to start in the niche of cars, I will go follow the top 10 and then follow the top 100 accounts in cars online and start experimenting with the different styles that I see. Once I do that, you are gonna go viral. You are bound to go viral. I tell you, I manage a lot of influencers, and for me, I'm a secret zone, so you can tell me something and I'll take it with me to my grave. They all complain about each other. Yeah, and I manage them all, and I'm just like, there are tips and tricks here and there, things that you can say to keep the price, to preserve the price, to sell at what the price you want, right? You can check that in my, I'm joking.
Today we have someone who's into digital marketing events. What else are you into, man? You're into so many things.
A lot of things.
Today we have Ghazi. Am I pronouncing
Ghazi.
Ghazi.
Yeah, that's right.
Ghazi. Yaman Ghazi. Today we have Yaman Ghazi, who is going to teach us about how to automate things, how to be into digital marketing, and if you really want to learn it, watch the whole video. Let's go. So tell me.
He's just no introductions.
Straight to the point.
How do you
By the way,
automate?
this is the What's the Vibe podcast. Welcome, man. Nice to have you. All that fucking bullshit.
We've
Vibes.
changed our name. We're called now What's the Vibe Podcast.
Yeah. WTV podcast.
So hopefully we should be on Netflix soon.
I thought it was WTV.
It is. You can't say it like that.
You can say it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
TV's dead, but yeah.
I'm super excited to have you.
Just kidding, man.
Seriously, I'm super excited to have you because I want to learn a lot about how
Automations.
digital marketing works mainly.
Okay.
So firstly, I want to know, like, how did you start your agency? It's called Bottle Flip Agency, if I'm not mistaken. And how did you start that? I heard you were like doing some corporate job before this. And
Yeah. So I was doing a corporate job. You can check my LinkedIn. I'm not going to say names. But I wasn't that happy. The management there weren't really, going in the direction that is growth direction. There's a growth direction and then there's barely hanging on to dear life direction. So it was the second that was going on. I figured that out early on and I knew that I had to get out. I was always in a media marketing background, but I understood early on that we need sales.
Yeah.
You need to be the king of sales if you ever want to become rich. But becoming rich is one, but becoming wealthy is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But I knew I can't become wealthy if I'm not rich first, right? So I had to double down on my knowledge in sales. So in my role, which ended up becoming acting marketing manager or acting growth manager at some point. And I say acting because I was never given the title officially. Like I was officially doing that job and in my emails, I was putting, marketing director or marketing growth manager or whatever, but I was never given that officially because they never increased my compensation. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I was doing that job. I was doing all of the decisions. I was managing an entire team, but I was never officially given that title because they didn't want to give me the compensation.
Makes sense.
And that's where I knew that the company wasn't going in the direction it was. And there was some acquisitions and these kind of things. So thank God I have that. I don't know, I always had it, but I have that
it's like an intuition.
Yeah, I knew where it was going. Even the managers there and the directors and everyone, they seemed to be like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
And I knew it was not fine.
You could see through it.
Yeah, maybe they were blinded. I don't know what it was, but I was able to see it. And I knew I was going to get out, so I got out. I started the agency with my brother, who was then going viral at the time. And people started approaching us like, yo, what are you guys doing? How are we going viral? Can we do the same for our business? Can we do the same for us? Can we do, either us or as a business? Because there's even marketing for you as a person. Yeah. And then we started the agency, never looked back.
That's mad, dude.
Yeah,
that's a mad journey, honestly.
So what is your niche like? Are you mainly targeting towards the influencers, towards the business, towards, real estate? Because I see a lot of real estate people now going crazy on the marketing.
Yeah. So we have a crazy portfolio. Real estate is definitely there. We have business leaders, we do their own personal branding. Then we have automotive, we have F&B industry because I used to have a background in it. And recently we also had up until recently, we had a crypto portfolio of clients.
Yeah. Nice.
But unfortunately, when the crypto just died,
it's just volatile.
That crave just died. And recently now it's becoming events, and more events.
So it's growing. You can see it.
Yeah,
grow,
it's doing very well.
From a person to an event, like it's just becoming bigger
Exactly.
and bigger.
And we're building strong partnerships with a lot of smaller agencies around us.
Sure.
So we're becoming like an agency that also can give work to
Other agencies.
not only us,
You're helping the whole crew, like
exactly,
the whole crowd, like.
exactly.
So when it comes to like marketing, you need to be super creative, right? Because you need to. So I want to know, do you write content for your clients, or do you help them with that, or do they give it to you and go like, put this up or help us with this, or?
Of course. So it's both, right?
Yeah.
I can't really market if I don't understand what you do. And sometimes if you don't understand what you do, I can do that for you. It's fine. A lot of clients sometimes, and it saddens me, but a lot of clients sometimes they understand their core business really well. They just don't understand marketing.
Yeah.
So they come to us and we're like, okay, we can actually build you the profile. We can build you the brand story. We can build you that narrative if you want. We can all do these things. Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's just in Dubai or if it's like everywhere, because I feel like there's something missing when it comes to like marketing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I can't put my finger because I'm not into marketing, right? But I feel like there is something missing. So like, for example, I was seeing this video of like, how Bumble became famous, right? So
yes.
Bumble became famous. It's because of the negative marketing and all that they had done.
Yes.
So, they told people not to use Instagram, Facebook and Bumble. And people like, what is Bumble? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see some sort of like innovation that type. I see a lot of people, I don't want to say like copy paste, but I see like a lot of
you see like similar concepts,
similar content. Like, do you think that's in Dubai or is it just like?
It's you can say about 80% of the market, 10% over that, which becomes 10% over that are trying, and then you have that 10% that's just really excelling at what they're doing. Yeah. Like they're really doing something cool. They're really doing something that bridges the gap. See, funny that you mentioned digital marketing. We don't just do digital marketing, we do organic marketing as well. Mm-hmm. But it all comes back to, sticking together. I'll tell you how. So for example, and I saw this video a few days back, you wouldn't see Red Bull posting their cans on their social media, right?
Yeah.
They're not really doing that. They're just putting entertainment out there. Yeah. They're putting adrenaline. Yeah. So their whole brand ethos or their brand story is you drink us and then you're going to really do something crazy. Yeah. You're going to have an extraordinary...
They're saying the narrative, right?
Exactly.
That's saying the narrative.
So you're going to drink us, you're going to get wings, you're going to have an extraordinary time. So they connected that closely to sports and not just sports, like extreme sports where it hits the adrenaline in the body and that's good. That makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So they focus on that, on their organic content. And then you have the sales content, which is more on the digital side. Then there is where they introduce their different flavors and different things. When I see Red Bull, I get excited. Because of the content, because I want to actually watch the content they're putting. If you're going to any stores or any F&B brands or any things nowadays, all you see is the food or you see is the clothes. Like, I really don't want to see that on my feed, right? And just boom, unfollow. So if you don't have a strong organic strategy, your digital marketing, I won't say it will suffer. You might get amazing results. But if you combine that with a strong organic strategy and a strong PR strategy, and I'll explain how these flow together, your CPMs, which is cost per thousand, your CPAs, cost per acquisition, CPCs will drastically go down. Like, you will have an unfair advantage over anyone, right? Exactly. And this is where your brand can really venture in other industries. Like, okay, I would trust Red Bull if they started making clothes tomorrow. I would buy it.
100%.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
like deeply rooted, like connected to the brand.
Exactly. Like if Apple made a building tomorrow, I'm buying.
And then if Apple made a car, you're buying it. Apple makes anything, you're in.
100%. Why? Because again, they really worked on the feelings. And that's people don't understand marketing. And a lot of the executives and these kind of things, they should go like, no, product picture, make it look nice. Yeah, okay, it looks nice. Who's gonna follow?
Yeah.
I'm not.
100%.
I don't know if you guys will, you know?
No. So that's the thing. Now, so the thing is, do you only like base, like your thing is only in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and UAE, or is it like international as well? Do you have international clients as well?
So we don't have international clients. We have GCC clients.
That's
Qatar.
great, actually. That's also really good.
Yeah. So Qatar, Saudi Arabia, because we have a team based in Pakistan, India, Lebanon, and Egypt. Lebanon, Egypt for the Arabic content.
Yeah.
And Pakistan, India for the English content. And then we have a team based here for the operations that need to be on ground. I'm happy to say that we were able to automate a lot of the process from when the prospect comes in to booking the meetings to assigning them with a, let's say, closer, right? And then after that for actually doing the service. So it's pretty much automated. The only times where there is a human interaction is when the final checks on the actual content, the actual filming and the editing. Everything else is pretty much automated in our agency.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, like that's what
And this is new. This is new, just few months it's been. And we were able to reduce our workforce by 60% because their work just became redundant.
Fair, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
as a business, that's what I was like asking you before as well. Like how much of more work do you think that the AI can take over from the human?
A lot,
like, right?
I can see the rise of something called soulpreneurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
Okay, you never heard of that?
I've never heard of it.
Soulpreneur is someone that's a one-person business. Now, in traditionally, if someone is a soulpreneur, that means something is wrong. He's not able to duplicate his time because he doesn't know how to hire properly. He doesn't know how to grow a team. He doesn't know how to do these things. Yeah. And that's why he becomes like he's working in his business. He's not working on his business. He's not working on growing his business. Yeah. However, with the introduction of AI, I believe that soulpreneurs are going to be able to scale much faster and easier without having to hire a team. And it will still be an acceptable thing because normally soulpreneurs, if you're still a soulpreneur after 2-3 years of running your business, there's something fundamentally wrong, and I don't advise you to continue with whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You should.
That makes sense.
Hire people. No, but I know, and I'm pretty sure since you are into digital marketing and organic marketing, I'm pretty sure clients come up to you and they go like, I want to be viral. Like I want my content to be viral.
Yeah.
And
Everyone wants to be viral.
everybody wants to be viral. So I want to know, like, do you have any sort of tips on how to go viral, or how does it work? How does the algorithm? I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, like, how the algorithm works.
Algorithm, every few days it changes, and we're always on the lookout for the new thing, the new algorithm change. What's gonna, like, TikTok's talks of being banned, you know. So there's a lot of changes on a daily basis. Like just a few days back, there was a new thing in Meta where you can actually pay as a creator, and it will push your content. It's not ads. It's not ads. This is for creators. Okay. Now, how can you be viral? You push out content that is valuable. Not valuable in your opinion. Valuable for the audience's opinion. Try to always integrate these hooks and try to, like, there is a certain way of creating content, and if you follow, for example, I'll make it simple. Okay. You want to start in content creation. Okay. We're not talking personal branding now. We're talking content creation for content creators. Okay, if I want to start in the niche of cars, I will go follow the top 10 and then follow the top 100 accounts in cars online and start experimenting with the different styles that I see. Once I do that, you are gonna go viral. You are bound to go viral. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Like
exactly.
you see something that's going viral, try to replicate and push out. There's no such thing as I hold the IP rights. You know? So it's a bit more flexible, but yeah.
Also, I want to know one thing. Have you heard of, because I've recently heard of this, I mean, I've seen it a lot, but I've only heard of the term recently, which is faceless channels.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, how is it? Like, is it honestly, like, people are like, oh, we're making so much money into this, and is it actually like working, or how does it work? And for the people who don't know what faceless marketing is, pages are, that's exactly like what it says, faceless pages. Like,
yeah,
you know
it's literally this animated pages with
a
weird AI voice going like, do you know how this person actually made 25 money? comment hook and I'll send you something in your DMs, you know? Look, a lot of them, they're just bluffing when they say like we're making a lot of money. But a lot of them are making a lot of money. Like look at Wealth, for example, you know, just at Wealth. This is technically a faceless channel and it's just, you know, repurposing and reposting content from other people.
Yeah. Oh,
There's no person, there's no person's face associated with that account. Same thing with Trillionaire Lifestyle, Billionaire Club, whatever it is, right? All of these are technically somehow being a faceless channel. But now with the introduction of AI, it's just becoming easier and easier to create these kind of
I think we
videos.
see a lot more.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just claiming that they're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
They're just telling you that these big channels are making a lot of money.
Okay.
I'm still not there. I'm trying to get there.
Fair,
You know?
fair.
But definitely it is a good way for brands to start adopting this.
Yeah.
Like for example, and this is a new service that we're introduced in our marketing recently to all of our clients. We're like, dude, you've been doing like the normal stand-up whatever. Why don't we do faceless content? And then we have like an integration where comment this and then we'll send you something for free. You say with the marketing people, you bump heads, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you can give your customer some kind of value.
Yeah.
Because then it's like a foot in the door. It's a Trojan horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that, I think it's like the Andrew Tate model, you know, like how Andrew Tate used to go like, yo, put out my content so you guys can start making money on YouTube. It's something similar to that only, right?
He did it perfectly, brilliantly. Like this guy doesn't need digital marketing.
Yeah.
It's all organic. And he's unstoppable. Like the guy's not. They closed his main accounts, and he's still the
He
most.
just went on to every other account that he could find, dude. Like,
in his Hustlers University, he was like, you guys put my this thing up, like my content up, so you guys can start making money on it. Like I was like, wow, that's
so cool, man.
That's genius.
That's a genius move, man.
It's the confidence as well, dude. Like the way that he says things.
Yeah.
Like, it'll grab onto you. Like there's a hook in his voice.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look, charisma plays a part.
Yeah.
Like just some people have been trying for all their life to go viral, and then some person just has that zinger.
That also happens, right? Where you see a lot of content, and then there's someone who, because there's no copyrights or whatever you would say, but they would say the same thing, but they would say with more charisma, more better. And they're like, oh, that goes more viral.
That is a big problem. I tell you, I manage a lot of influencers, and like, for me, I'm a secret zone, so you can tell me something and I'll take it with me to my grave.
Yeah.
They all complain about each other. And and I manage them all, and I'm just like,
wow. You must have put in like some
Yes.
mad difficult spots, bro, quite often in that.
no,
case.
my answer is yes.
No, my answer is yes.
You know that? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Like, so that's the thing, because I'll be honest, because so how we've also been trying to, like, you know, build up our channel, build up everything, and yes, we did have a marketing person, I would say.
Okay.
Is it very, very necessary for you to pay for ads as a content creator, like to grow your channel, or
No.
you can grow organically as well?
You can definitely grow organically. There's multiple ways to grow organically. Associations for a podcast, for example. You can start targeting niches. So for example, what's your niche? You go to Facebook pages, message all of them, be like, listen, buddy, you know, we have valuable content talking about XYZ on YouTube. Every time we release something, can you share it with your audience?
Nice.
No one thought of that. But no one actually takes the time to do this because it takes time, takes effort, right? Another way is with the editing, right?
Yeah.
Third way is to kind of like get guests to collaborate or to share it on their platforms. On their platforms as well. Another way is to be everywhere, you know, not just on YouTube, not just on that, Spotify, put it on Apple Music, put it on Angami, you know, wherever you can plug your content. Another way is to have like I wouldn't say like a hook, but some kind of like let's say the guest, you can try to maybe, you go to Steven, if you follow him, right? He kind of like doesn't just post. he gives you like a teaser about the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it intrigues you, right?
Yeah.
So, people that know me, they know me. People that don't know me, why should we watch this guy? Like, who is he or her so we can actually watch this episode?
Yeah.
So maybe you do like some kind of teaser. And the accounts that have been doing this recently, and there's a few accounts I'm following, they actually start growing. a lot.
Organically.
Yeah, organically.
Wow, like that's amazing actually, because like I said, we've been trying and trying and trying. So now you collaborate with us in one of the reels and like make it go viral, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So so you've stayed. No, you said you're from Lebanon, but you've stayed here your whole life, or like how is it?
All my
like,
life.
All your life you've been in Dubai. How was like growing up in Dubai for you? It's
Yeah.
Dubai, right? Or
Yeah, no,
because
Dubai.
I was Sharjah kid. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, no, Dubai. Sharjah at first and then Dubai.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Dubai for me is like home.
Exactly.
I'm a tourist when I go to Lebanon.
Same.
So it's just like, I mean, obviously I know how to like, my way around and everything,
Yeah.
but like I feel like a tourist. I don't want
Something
to,
like the same issue that we.
I
face.
kind of want to leave after 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah, you just want to go there for a vacation and come.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a vacation, 2 weeks. That's it. I
Same.
cannot stay more than 2 weeks.
Wow. That's
Genuinely
Do
speaking.
you go there often?
Yeah, every few months I just go for 2 weeks.
Nice, man. Sick.
Literally 2 weeks on the
2
dot.
weeks on the dot and you're done.
On the dot, I'm done.
That's crazy. So, on terms of like, let's get back on the marketing thing. In terms of like your clients, do you keep them on retainers or do you do like project basis with them?
Both. We have both options.
Can you tell me the advantages and the disadvantages of like these both, like keeping someone on retainer and like performance based and all? Like I know performance based must be really hard, right? Like in terms of like,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
have to show some sort
Exactly.
of this thing, but the rewards I'm assuming is greater.
Yes. So performance based is obviously higher pay for what you deliver, and that's normally associated with paid ads. But the actual just content one that's on a retainer, right? You want X number of content, we can deliver X number of content based on the requirements that you need, and we build you something really cool, whether it's viral content, whether it's whatever kind of content you want, and then we can go for that.
That's crazy. Do you also like help other podcasts as well and marketing? Huh? We'll speak
We-
about this
we
off
have
the
our own
podcast.
talk show.
We'll speak about it off the podcast.
We have our own talk show as well, so yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
sick.
sick, man. What's it called?
Ask.
It's just called Ask.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so cool, man. What do people usually ask over there? What's the most common question?
So
on
it's
Ask?
it's not a podcast, it's a talk show.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference. People just, I don't know, podcast is just a casual talk. For us, for us, we host one of the guests that's in our network,
Yeah.
right? And then we just ask them questions about how, why,
Yeah.
when.
Yeah.
And if that guest tells me that the sky is green, I'll just be like, yes, it's a talk show. I don't have an opinion in the talk show.
Fair.
That makes sense.
So what's the difference between? So what is your view on what a podcast is? What do you think a podcast is for you?
You need to find an angle. You need to find something that is authentic to what you are.
Yeah.
And then you need to also find a niche, right? Like I saw a podcast recently. He gets people to wear robes after
yeah,
shower
yeah.
podcast.
It's
Shout
a
out.
Dubai. It's a Dubai-based podcast.
Yeah.
right, that one,
Shout out to Jordan. Anyway, so it's pretty cool concept, right? It's
Yeah.
different than
it's
the
different.
norms.
Yeah.
There's another podcast that all he talks about is deep life, you know,
Yeah.
no business,
No business. This is
Yeah.
deep life.
Yeah.
deep life.
That's,
Talks
I
about
think AB
yeah,
talks.
exactly.
Yeah,
He
that's
part
really
of
cool.
part of it is that, right? There's another podcast that just talks about love. That's it.
Yeah.
I went on a podcast a few days back. It was just real estate
Oh.
Interesting.
because we do have a huge real estate portfolio and we have a lot of real estate clients.
Yeah.
So it was just real estate. I tried to get out of that conversation. He's like, no, come back to real estate, my buddy. It's only for real estate. Yeah, so you need to find that sweet spot. So you need to find your why. Why is this podcast there?
Yeah.
If you can't answer that why,
Yeah.
then why should the audience watch and to begin
The
with?
audience wouldn't know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Like, there's no point then.
Exactly. And then it all comes back to the editing.
on on the hooks and all. So we have an
Yeah.
editor.
Yeah.
So we're planning to like edit the entire 1 hour podcast as well. We weren't doing that earlier.
What do you mean?
So you know how you make reels out of the 1 hour podcast
Yes.
that we're shooting? So what we're doing now is we're gonna start editing the entire 1 hour as well. So it'll be like a whole show.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
So it was just reels?
Yeah, it was just.
No, it's just like you know how. So this is a 1 hour conversation, for example, right? So usually what we do is we pick out from timestamps, like
Yeah, the
from here
most
to here,
interesting stuff.
The most interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So now what we're doing is we're editing the entire
Because
1
we
hour
just
as
put it
well.
up as it is. Like, you know what I mean? It's this conversation right now, it's happening right now.
Yeah,
Even
so like if there's any editing, like
Yeah.
if you give like a reaction like whoa, it's gonna zoom into your face or something like, you know, like bits
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pieces
yeah.
for someone who's watching the whole thing to be engaged a bit, you know,
Yes,
visually.
different visual cues, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
During the
entire
on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't do that. We just put it up as it is and
Yeah,
like.
so we're trying to add something different, you know, like every
Yeah,
now
and
then, like,
try to do like a session, for example, you know,
Yeah.
like a quick fire, or you know,
we did that. We keep switching with different
Yeah,
guests,
exactly.
like
You need
like-
to, yeah. You need to have that unique element to yourself.
Nice.
Yeah.
You also told me you got into events. You're doing events as
Yes.
well, right? So, how's that going for you? Like, how's the events? And what sort of events?
Insane, bro. I love events. I love it more than anything. I didn't know I love events this much. We finished the Brand Me Summit in February, and it was like something that's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the energy, the guests. We didn't expect it to be this powerful.
Yeah.
Right? We created something really nice. It was literally a way of us getting the community together. It's called Brand Me because it's all about personal branding.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, if you don't have a voice, if you're not on social media, you don't have a voice. In
Yeah.
this day and age, if you're not creating content, it's like you're being,
You're
silent.
failing to use a source that you can, right?
Yes, people get to know you nowadays from social media.
Yeah.
That's your first impression.
Yeah.
You know how people say there's a first impression within 3 seconds or
Yeah.
10 seconds of meeting someone? Now it's already there because of social media.
True.
Yeah.
And it opens a lot of different like opportunities that were not there before.
Yeah, man. Like the kids growing up now as well. They're growing up with social media. At least for me, like I reached a age of like I was in grade 8 when I entered social media. Like had a Facebook account, but now there'll be kids that have Facebook accounts or like Instagram accounts when they're like first
Dogs
grade.
have like Instagram accounts.
My dog has a
Yeah,
Instagram
there's a lot of
account,
dogs
but,
that
like,
are more famous than humans.
Yeah, bro. My dog clearly has a more social life than like better social life than I do, honestly.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, like you were saying, even we got into social media late. But do you think that everyone out there should be creating content? Like, because
Yes.
a lot of people are scared, right? Like camera shy would say they don't want to come, they don't want to give out their opinions. Probably they get trolled on the internet. That happens a lot, right? So
Yeah, like bro, honestly, like I take pride that I reply to each and every comment, each and every DM. Nothing goes unanswered. Maybe it's me, maybe it's my PA, who knows? But yeah, I take pride in that. Even if it's a bad comment, I'll just give them the same energy back. I really don't care.
yeah, so that's the thing. But you should start making content.
You will
like,
build thick skin. You start with the content, then you'll build thick skin. Who cares? You know?
Yeah.
You know your stuff. You know who you are. You are literally the expert in your field or an expert in you.
Yeah.
You're creating content for you. So who cares?
That's the thing, because
I guess like it like depends, bro. Like if you want to create. If you don't want to create, like don't create. But like if you want to create and you're not creating content, then you probably just should because there's nothing to be like that scared about.
Yeah.
Like,
like a lot of people must be like, oh, I want to create content, but I'm scared. So for them, I would like to say that, like
yeah,
just
like
start
even
creating
like for
content,
me,
right?
like I never used to like give a fuck
Trust me,
about social media.
our social medias were the worst. Like I
Like,
hardly used to. My own
accounts,
Instagram
like-
was just to like how you said first impression of people.
Correct.
I would just see people who I was like, oh, I'm gonna meet these guys. Oh, okay, let me just check their Instagram.
Yeah,
profile, right?
exactly.
So that's what I would use Instagram for that, for reels and just talk people. Yeah.
Right.
But now I don't know how we started.
Like, I don't know. Like something happened and we're like, fuck it. We can use this source to do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, why not?
That's how we started. We just wanted to know and like meeting different people and just finding out their story and how they started. Like that's something I would like. That's why I said I was super excited to have
So
you.
what's something that you're passionate about?
I think like.
I mean, what is something I'm passionate about?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very tough question. I don't have like, when you would ask me what is something you're passionate about, I don't have an answer to that. I'll be very honest with you because I don't know what I'm passionate about. I try a lot of things.
Okay.
So-
Well, something you enjoy.
So recently now I started like, it's not my passion I would say. I started enjoying things like, now recently I started enjoying kickboxing. So
Kickboxing.
So I started that.
Start
so
creating content about kickboxing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Post about it.
Post about it.
Talk about the different moves.
Yeah.
Talk about how to target the muscles. Talk about, how to attack someone. Talk about your experience
Yeah.
while fighting someone, That's all content.
Exactly,
You
man.
become in that kickboxing niche. You want to get out of it, you create another account, start with another niche. So again, like there's unlimited content out
Yeah.
there. What are you interested in?
I enjoy mixing, DJing, producing.
Perfect. Start teaching people how to mix and DJ and do
Yeah, I
things
just started
online.
recently. Like I just
Exactly.
started. So like if I'm mixing somewhere, someone's taken a video of me doing it, so I just put it out there.
Yeah, but create content. Like, be like, this is a 3 steps to how you can start your DJ thing. First, you need this. Second, you need that. This
like
kind
a
of
legit-
content. This kind of
That-
content
okay.
because
educating, informative.
exactly. So me as a viewer,
Yeah.
if I just see you mix, okay, a lot of people just mix.
Yeah.
But I want to start that. How can I start that? Okay, you tell me how I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna follow you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was seeing a lot of people into marketing and do all this digital marketing, organic marketing. They also start selling courses.
Yes.
Yeah. But then again, there's some people who buy courses and then just repackage it and sell it. Have you like seen something like that or like?
Yes.
So what do you think? Like, is it something like selling courses is something like that is also that can help you like, grow your business,
Yes.
to make money and everything. I want to because I want to start selling courses maybe, What if I start selling a course on how to make a podcast?
Do it.
First, you need to be the number 1 in podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I have to be the number 1 in it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Like,
like
why would I buy a course if your podcast is not already like a huge, successful podcast?
Like, what's your value?
Exactly. So, like, I'll tell you, the thing is with courses, everyone's trying to build courses. Everyone's trying to sell courses. Probably like 98%, they probably have like 3 sales.
Yeah.
It's just an image, right? Just to show like, yeah, I am a leading the industry
Yeah,
with
that's
something.
marketing itself, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But you really want to sell a course, you really need to deliver value. Like you're competing with schools here, you're competing with universities, right? They have huge curriculums and thousands of dollars that you pay them to get that education. I'm not saying I agree, I'm not saying I disagree, but I'm saying if you want to sell a course, you better know your stuff inside out before getting into something like that.
Interesting. Like you need to be
Right.
like 100%, 110% on it, so like you can give it to the
and
other.
if someone goes ahead and repackages a course, that's totally fair. Like there's even white labeling in retail, right? Chocolates, there's a lot of white label chocolates on the stores, in our stores.
Yeah.
It's allowed. If you're doing it without asking permission, then that's unethical. But some people do it anyway. Some people, they're more successful in selling your course than you are. 100%.
So do you also have a course?
No, we don't have a course.
Maybe, are you looking to start a course? Like maybe
No.
You're not looking to start one.
Look, I'll tell you, there's a difference between courses and there's a difference between creating a platform and a community. And like for us, we do have Brand Me. It's also going to become a platform. It's not a course. It's more of modules of how to step-by-step checklists, templates, AI tools to help you get started on your personal branding journey. On top of that, it is a full community where we host summits, like the Brand Me Summits. We host meetups, and it's also has a function where you can hire a team. When you hire a team, it is a fully automated system that gets you from what you want to creating that content within your niche. It's a mix of integrations and AI that gets you that final. And we also have a lot of partnerships with video editors and podcast studios to get you the best quality content with the scripts, with everything. So you would hire a team, enter what you like, answer a few questions about yourself, and get the final result after you film.
Wow, that's so easy. You made it so easy for your consumers.
Yes.
It's
to
just
like-
magical, man. When you
Yeah.
think about it, like
Yeah.
from like 5 to 10 years ago to now,
Exactly.
like, you wouldn't fucking like think about it.
It was much harder to do something like this.
Yeah.
And not only that, like you as a company, right? Again, as a course, as a whatever, what is the value you're bringing onto the table?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And how can you prove that you're actually going to bring this value to the people?
Yeah.
This is where everyone goes wrong.
Like you need the results right at the end.
Exactly.
Of the day, like,
Exactly. And in my opinion, when you start selling a course on a personal brand, there's a certain level of hate that's just going to come on you.
That's that also, and a lot of what I believe is a lot of people find it a bit scammy
Yes.
when they're selling courses. You know what
Yes.
I mean? When I see some guy and they're like, because in that which we are talking about, the faceless YouTube or
Yes.
faceless Instagram channels, you'll always see on their bio the link to a course.
Yes.
So it's just like, I'm like, oh, you're seeing all this, and they're like, oh, he's just trying to sell
Like,
me a
I'd
course.
probably
You know,
need
that,
a
that thing is
name.
always there. Whenever someone's trying to sell a course, oh, he's just trying to sell a course.
yeah,
you
like
know?
I need to know that that person is legit. Like
Yeah.
like,
That's where PR comes in.
That's where the whole value
100%.
lies, right?
That's where PR comes in, the associations,
Yeah.
the actual success,
That's where
It's
the
hard
image is
to
important
find.
as well.
Exactly.
It is really hard to find like such like good courses by like actual people who've done really good, because like for every person who is like who's mastered in his field and is selling a course about it,
I would trust it.
yeah, but there are 100 more who have not done the same thing.
And
you
then
know?
they're trying to sell a
yeah,
course.
they're trying to sell a
I
course.
would say don't sell a course until you reach like a level of mastery
Yeah.
where if anyone thinks about this subject, they come to you.
Exactly, because that's the thing. And then how will you find that master person? You know what I mean? It's so hard to find.
I mean, I guess
No,
if you're in and around that thing, you'll know who the master is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like drop shipping courses and all. Oh, what about drop shipping? What do you think of that, man?
Drop
Like,
shipping?
Yeah, is that still a thing going on? Or
Yeah.
I heard it's like gone. Like
No, definitely there is like drop shipping has been there since forever,
Yeah.
right? It's just now with social media that you're hearing about it, and everyone
Yeah.
is trying to teach you how to drop ship and everything. Drop shipping is literally just creating demand.
Yeah.
You know, I would say instead of drop shipping, start doing affiliate for an actual product. It'll probably be 10 times easier and less. You don't need to do fulfillment. You don't need to create a website. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is become a blogger in that niche, shoes.
Yeah.
And then just start selling shoes for someone else and like that has a store.
Yeah.
Don't drop ship.
that also, and now people have moved on towards drop service as well, right? So
Yes.
that's also a thing. Like
White label service.
yeah. So how does it work? Like you as a marketing person hire like you just like give everything to like people from the outside to the abroad, like you know what I mean? Like how does it work exactly?
What
like
is drop service?
Yeah, what is drop service and how does it work?
Okay. So basically, it's literally white labeling. You know, you're packaging something, right? And then you're putting it as an offer, and then people are interested in the offer. Once they opt in to click and buy it, then you outsource the entire work to someone else,
Someone
and you keep your margin.
yeah.
Interesting. Like
Yeah.
sublet the work. Like,
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly.
Okay, I have a question for you. How easy is it to make money?
But making money is the easiest thing
Okay.
on earth
Yeah.
if you really believe that you can make money.
Is it the belief that makes you the money? Or
No,
is
it's
it
not
what
the
you-
belief.
what
The
is
belief
that
is the
makes
first step into
Okay.
really making money. Because if I don't believe I can sit on this chair,
Yeah.
I won't sit on this chair. If I don't believe I can make a million, 100 million, a 10 million, 50 million, you're not going to make 10, 50, 100,
You want? Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two of making money is sales. Learn how to sell
And how
the
do you learn
shit
how to
out
sell?
of something.
How do you learn how to
It's a
sell?
skill. you
Find
need to,
someone
like-
that's good with selling and just shadow them.
Shadow, right? Yeah.
Shadow them for 2 months and then start doing your own sales.
I don't like the fact that when people say, "Oh, he's so talented in sales," it's not a talent.
The
It's
person has picked up
it's a
all of
skill.
these cues. yeah.
Actually,
Guys, it's-
I was not a salesperson. I had to learn it and I forced myself to learn it and I've closed like crazy deals out of it.
Yeah.
There are tips and tricks here and there, things that you can say to
Yeah.
keep the price to preserve the price, to sell at what the price you want,
Yeah.
right? You can check that in my. I'm joking. So that's literally what sales is, right? So for example, I had a client. This was actually something my client told me to start doing, and I started doing it, and it saved me 30 to 40%.
Fuck, that's big.
Wow.
You want to know what it is?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say a client comes to you, and you reach to the point where you're negotiating, reach to the price.
Yeah.
You look at them dead in the eye. You say, are you in business to make money or lose money? What's their answer?
Of course, make money.
There's only
Why are
one
you
answer.
making me lose money? Boom. Look at their faces after you hit them with that line. They're gonna take out their wallets and give you that check.
Damn. You're literally demanding for the money. Like,
Yeah.
You're telling them that this is the
You're
thing.
telling them like, okay, look, I'm gonna make you money from buying the service from me. Why are you making me lose money?
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of strikes them
It's
like,
sort of a thinker, right? Like,
exactly.
fair.
But you know what? I mean, like there's the objection of when people go like, oh yeah, but this company is doing it for a lot cheaper.
Okay, then go to this company and do it for a lot cheaper.
Is-
You came to me for a reason. I would say if my service and this company's service were the same price, which one would you choose? And then they're gonna start going like, you, because they're in the meeting with you, right?
Yeah.
If they say them, then go like, please, I don't want your business. Go to them.
Yeah.
If they say you, be like, why? And then they'll start literally
Telling
selling themselves, you know?
That's one.
And I've
thing-
seen it with clients
because-
all the time.
Because I've seen this in sales, right? People are very scared to turn off their clients. You know, like turn off people who come to them. Like you go like, okay, bye, I don't want to do business
Like,
with you. You know
like
what I
it's
mean?
okay to be like if I'm a salesman to you, like it's okay for me to be a bitch. Like that's,
Yeah, you know,
that's one of the things.
That's
you know
one of
what
the
I mean?
things. You know that.
No.
Like,
Why
yeah,
the fuck
please.
should I be your bitch? Like
Yeah.
you clearly came to me
It
for
just,
me.
you said
Sort of.
salesman.
Yeah.
That's wrong. You're not a salesman. You're a consultant.
I
They're
love that
here.
word, bro.
They're
I
here
fucking love it.
They're here to learn something from you. They're here because they need something from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're doing door-to-door sales, you're still consulting them on a problem that they didn't know that they had.
Fair.
Yeah.
If you change that,
I recently changed that, by the way.
Yeah,
like, this
exactly.
Was just like, because it's so easy, man. Like to consult, like it just like when you think about consulting, like bro, it's the
Yeah,
easiest
just
thing a human
helping
being
them
can
out.
do.
Look,
you know,
exactly.
Like this, okay, yeah, bro, just get this for this much.
100%. And like, if when you come with an attitude of a salesman or saleswoman,
Yeah.
and this is a client, there's kind of like this weird. You said this is a vibe
Like,
show.
yeah.
There's a weird vibe
Because,
here.
because customer is God, right? Like customer is king.
Yeah.
And automatically when you say that, there's already a divide.
Yeah, it kind of puts you on a lower level. If you're coming as a consultant,
Yeah.
you're in the same level as the client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue you're even more than a client because
Yeah.
you're the expert here.
You're the
And you need to
expert.
remember, but you really need to be the expert here.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't
you
just-
want to be good in sales, you need to learn your product inside out,
Yeah.
or else you're a scammer, even if you're successful at it. That's just what I believe.
But I guess you got to be a scammer in that sense for a bit for you to become the expert, right? Like
No, you sit and learn your product
I mean,
inside
like,
out.
there is a learning process. Like there's a difference.
Learning curve, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like there's a difference when I'm learning about the product, and there's a different way of like experiencing how to deal with the customer.
Exactly.
So that
It is a learning curve.
It is a
I'm not
learning
gonna
curve for
lie.
sure,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. You become a top salesman. I'm saying top. Yeah.
Top, yeah, but you gotta still go through that.
100%.
So I know you are a real estate podcast. I'm also in real estate. So that's what I was trying to get to. Like, so there are people who've come to Dubai last week, and suddenly
They're
about-
making traffic. That's what
They're
happened.
like,
That's what this traffic is about,
Yeah.
man.
1.5 million people.
yeah.
New.
And they're like, I'm the expert of real estate in Dubai.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You just came last week to Dubai, man. Like, I know you're learning, but I like it when like it just gives out that, and then that's what has kind of fucked up the industry. I would say in a way that people don't trust agents is because people say they're experts and
But that's
Are
how you
not.
have to sell yourself as well, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
look-
don't say you're the if you say you're the expert in your ad, and I don't say that I'm the expert, it automatically suggests that you need to go to him because he's better at that thing. So why wouldn't you want to use that expert for yourself, right?
yeah, I mean, but still, it's not true though. Like that's
It's
kind
not
of
true. That's your experience. You'll find out when you go to the person. He's clearly not a fucking expert, right?
yeah, false advertising. That's the thing.
False advertising is a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's been there
it's
for
crazy,
since-
man. Like
since forever.
That's the start of a scam. Have you ever been scammed?
Yes,
Can you explain this?
so many times.
Tell me the worst scam that you've gone through.
Crypto, rug and pull.
Oh, crypto rug pull. And that is...
Explain, bro. I have no idea. I'm not a crypto person. I'm a
To avoid getting scammed,
Yeah.
okay, let's fit it this way. I'm not going to say what I got scammed or getting scammed. To avoid ever getting scammed,
Yeah.
okay, learn what you're going to invest your money in. End of story. When I say invest your money in, even if it's a product that you're about to buy, learn it inside out before you actually put your money inside it.
Yeah, fair.
And speak to other people that bought from that person or company, then you'll know the actual credibility of that person. And it takes time to build credibility, man.
Yeah.
It takes time and effort to build that credibility. Look, you would stay years building your credibility, collecting good reviews, collecting good things. And it comes to one client that gives you a bad review.
Oh, yeah.
That fucks it up all up.
And it messes up. It hurts. It hurts your business. Yeah.
The thing is, bad review and like your clients will not tell you to your face, that's the problem. But they'll go write a review that, oh, this guy sucked and
Yes.
he didn't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, come and tell me. Like,
Yeah.
it's better for me if you came and told me, and it'll be more effective.
No one has the guts to do that.
But that's the thing, man. That's what I don't understand. How can people not have the guts to tell you something on the face, but like they'll type it down so casually? Like,
Because he's not face to face, bro.
Yeah.
He's it's just a phone.
I'm face to face with you. I say something bad to you, you can punch me. On the
Yeah,
phone, you can't punch me.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That fear again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
it's
fair.
fear.
It is fair.
Shit, man.
Wow, man. So, okay, so the thing is, why this podcast, why we started, right? So it's called What the Vibe because we want to know a vibe, like a vibe that has changed your life. Like I would say a moment in your life that has changed you as a person and you was just like, okay, this is not who I am and this is what I'm going to do from now on. And what was that moment in your life?
There's so many moments, there. But when you start the entrepreneurship journey, and a lot of people agree with me, you start to close off on yourself. You start identifying things that are time wasters. You start identifying things that aren't getting you closer to what your goal is, and you start chunking that out. And because that's happening, it kind of like you start changing as a person. You start changing yourself because to make that first million, to make that first 10 million, there's a lot of habits and there are things that you need to do to yourself in order to reach that. And on that journey, you're gonna change and become a different person altogether. Yeah, that happened to me a lot. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of moments that change you as a person, but
yes.
for us, it's like any one big moment that has
Yeah, like any one big personal moment or like a professional moment works as well. Like you don't even know that
I
was
just hated my job so much.
the
yeah.
corporate life.
It's a
I
corporate life.
genuinely despised the personal job,
Yeah.
because like a lot of times I would have, because technically I was viewed as like not the top management, mid management, and I would suggest a lot of things would be shot down after a few months, gets implemented
By someone else,
as their ideas. So that was like that was a big problem,
That
and
shit hurts,
I faced that so many times. I said, that's it, I'm gonna work for myself. I'm gonna build something for myself. The ideas I have are not for sale. My dream is not for sale. So yeah.
Wow. I like that. My dreams are not for sale. But also one more thing I want to know. You said in your journey of entrepreneurship, so you would consider yourself an entrepreneur.
I like to see. Yeah.
But I want to know, what is the difference between an entrepreneur and a businessman?
Businessman, okay, so businessman, he's going into more traditional business, right? I can start trading, right? I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm just a businessman. I bought something for cheaper and I'm selling it for higher,
Yeah.
okay? An entrepreneur would redevelop. So he'll buy titanium and then he'll make out of it metals. That's, in my opinion, an entrepreneur. In this day and age, people even consider that person as a businessman. What they like to call an entrepreneur are these fancy tech startup guys and gals.
Basically
Innovation-based
innovation.
companies.
Someone who's changed like the world, like,
not the
Gen-based.
world,
Like,
but
yeah, you know
yes.
what I mean?
Like if something changed in the space, and if
They
you're
have-
responsible for it, then I think you're sort of like
You are viewed as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I like to say that I'm an entrepreneur because that's what I aspire to do,
Yeah.
right? And the companies that we've built
Yeah.
are, some of them are pioneers in what we're adopting, and some of them are pioneers in the space.
No, the only reason I asked you this is because I want people to know the difference, and because I myself don't know that much of a difference between an entrepreneur and a businessman.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people just put entrepreneur on their bio,
Yeah.
and
They like it.
Like it's cool to be an entrepreneur.
Let them do it.
It's a cool thing, you know.
Come on, don't kill their dreams, man.
I'm not killing their dreams.
Come on.
I'm not
What
killing
are you
their-
doing with that, bro?
It's not.
Let
killing
them
their-
live.
It's not killing their dreams. It's more of like, if I buy something and I'm selling something, am I an entrepreneur? Like,
No,
if
you're
I-
not.
Yes, so that's it. Like, if
They
you are-
aspire to be an entrepreneur.
No, you can be an entrepreneur for sure, but let's face it, you are what you are. If you're into business, if you're running a business, you're a businessman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anna, for me, live and let live. You want to put entrepreneur in your bio, please be my
That's it.
guest.
I'm putting entrepreneur in my bio.
Put
now, guys.
entrepreneur, put tenpreneur, put sitpreneur, podpreneur, whatever you want.
You should put pod-
Podpreneur.
Yeah, podpreneur.
That's gonna be.
That's a nice one. That's a
Yeah,
nice one
That's
for
a
you.
nice one.
That's a nice one for you guys.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get credit for that. When
Yeah?
I'm
Oh
gonna
my.
have podpreneur thanks to.
I love that. I love that.
I
Yeah.
like that, man. Wow, man, this was a crazy 1 hour, man. Like so much information, bro. So much. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks so much for
so
having me.
much, man.
Appreciate
How's your experience with us?
I liked it. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
chill
like-
talk.
Yeah.
Honestly, like now I'm gonna use whatever. I'm gonna watch this podcast again and
Yeah.
start running my own this thing, marketing and how to like do like. I really like the fact about the hooks and like how to make
Yes.
It's really like it's information that will genuinely help both of us.
I can send you hooks.
Yeah, and
I'll literally send you like.
yeah, man, just it
A list of
genuinely like helped us. It's gonna. I know for a fact it's gonna help the people who are gonna watch it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
and
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, we're supposed to say like, share, subscribe as
You're
well.
supposed to say
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right? Really wrong taking charge
Yeah.
of the situation. Usually it's me.
He's the one who's
Oh, you're sitting there.
We switched today, bro.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
so because I really wanted to know about this topic, that's why I
Okay,
was like, I
fair
want to
enough.
know about. So with that, guys, is the end of the podcast. Like, share, subscribe. We have changed our name to WTV, which is What's the Vibe, and see you guys later.
Peace out.